see it like right here.
I don't know what is happening, but it says the stream was deleted on YouTube. Are you? I don't know. Hey, I think we're live.
I think it's working.
I think it's working. We are back with Cantina Jargon, episode 36, and Kadin has hit 50,000 subscribers.
Incredible and insane, though.
I mean, how are you feeling? That is amazing. It's absolutely amazing.
It's feeling great. It's not doing anything on my end for the stream.
So it's not working.
Not from my end. It just says waiting for Cantina Talk.
Okay, because it does say I'm going to try and go live on there. It says it looks like the stream was deleted on YouTube. Did you remove it and then possibly kick it back open or something like that?
When I went to my page, it's working now. Everything's good now. When I went to my page,
we're live.
When I signed in on my account, I updated the title and stuff.
Okay,
so I think that might have been what it was. I don't know.
I think we're live.
What's up, Rambo?
What's up, Rambo? Good to see you, man. Rambo, we are getting closer and closer to Dark Force Rising trailer. Ben sent me some more stuff this morning. We're making some tweaks. We really only have a couple shots left, guys. I think we're gonna have it done by the end of the year, which is with like voices, music, visuals, all of it. It's gonna be
Christmas 2024.
Freaking awesome. Yeah, I'd love to have it done around that time, around like Skeleton Crew drop, because hopefully Star Wars getting a little more buzz around that time, which helps with the viewership. But I'm so excited for it to be like ready, and everyone who's contributed, voices and stuff like that to the project to be able to kind of see the final thing. So I'm really, really pumped about it. So
cannot
exciting
wait
stuff
for it then.
Oh yeah,
especially even though I've only seen like little bits here and there, like I know that there's still stuff I haven't seen, and I'm ready to get my mind blown.
Oh yeah, There's a shot that I think you're gonna like a lot, but I haven't shown it to you yet, so
it's probably good.
Yeah, no, we're getting there. It's of your character. That's all I can say. So we're working.
I'll try to keep my. I don't even know how I would. Yeah, never mind. Let's say like I'm gonna trying to keep my expectations low, but I can't even do that because they're already like not expectations, but I already know it's up to here, so I can't even keep my expectations down here.
It should be pretty cool, man. I'm really excited to have that done. But in bigger news, I mean, you've hit 50,000 subscribers. That is like a massive accomplishment. I hit 7,000 this morning. I'm like, damn, I hit 7,000.
Oh,
you're like over here. You're like over here at 50K. Oh no, it's nothing, man. It's nothing in the grand scheme of things.
7K is still something to celebrate, dude.
I'm like, happy about it. I'm happy about it.
I mean,
I don't care,
I mean, like I have to look, but I believe we hit 3K on the same day, even like just like a couple like months ago. Like not even a couple months ago, like a month and a half ago.
And you've been blowing up the shorts ever since. I mean,
trying, dude.
Your channel's killing it. Lots of lightsaber reviews too. If you guys want to check out some cool lightsaber reviews, go over to Kadin's channel, because
this will be the newest one coming out.
Look at that.
Weathered Return of the Jedi. These do light up. It's dead right now, but the lights do light up. And the screen accurate emitter and pommel.
That is sick. So let's talk about lightsaber. We never talk about lightsabers, I feel like, on.
Do you have your special one?
It's packed right now. I can get it if you want to give me a minute here.
I was gonna say we'll just we'll have the duel together.
Yes, I will show off the lightsaber. Give me 1 second here. But in the meantime, I want to know, what are your guys' favorite lightsabers? Because my favorite lightsaber is the Luke Return of the Jedi lightsaber.
Mine, even though Kanan's right here, mine technically isn't here, which is Attack of the Clones Anakin. That's the that, and then Attack of the Clones Anakin, and then Revenge of the Sith Anakin are the two that I still want to get, but they have to be fully screen accurate for me to get them. Like because there's some that I've seen that people have asked, like, hey, do you want to review the saber? But the cover tech wheel is like right below the control box. Like instead of it being like back here, it's like right here, or it's over here. And it's like that's not the way it looks. It's displayed like this. So the cover tech wheel wouldn't be right here.
Sure.
So that's something that I'm trying to invest in, but it has to be NeoPixel.
Yeah, I love the Attack of the Clones saber, man. It is like it's like a upgraded version of the I mean what we see with Luke in A New Hope, which is yeah, it's kind of got a similar vibe to that too.
Is the Vader 4 and 5.
Yeah. Oh god, love Vader's saber too. But I gotta agree with Rambo here. Luke, number one for me. Number one.
After having this and having Luke's font and just hearing like the activation, and then like I know it sounds stupid, but I've been sitting here like when he throws down the saber with the Emperor, I'm just sitting here like deactivating it, just tossing it to my bed. Like, I feel like such an idiot for doing it, but I'm like, this feels so cool, dude.
Oh yeah, that thing is freaking awesome. I'll step away for 2 seconds, but keep it going. I'll be right back.
Rambo, if you had to choose any saber between, like any saber in the world besides Luke's, what would be your second saber to have? Could it be Leia from Rise? Could it be Ezra from the Ahsoka show? Could it even be Empire Strikes Back Luke? Who knows? We also have some updates that we're going to be talking about further with the Mando movie and some news for casting. So that'll be very interesting as well later in the stream.
Lots of news. All right, I'm back. And it was quick. So here's a saber I will be doing a review on my channel very soon. This is the saber of the Emperor's Hand, also known as Mara Jade. Skywalker.
That's so cool, especially like the gold, like with this. Like
I know. I gotta get the set, man. I gotta get that one and have a set.
I gotta get the Jason and Jaina set though. Like that's I want to get it so bad, but it's also like $1,400 fucking dollars. I don't want to drop $1,400 on it. Things
are definitely expensive. I do love that these lights right here, these actually light up as well, just like on the Luke one.
That's so cool.
So yeah, it's honestly, I mean it is straight out of like the 90s, like Legends EU. Like, I mean, it looks so 90s to me with like, it's just very industrial design.
I'm surprised how like skinny it is too.
Oh,
like on the website, it looks so like thick on the website. Like it looks like an acolyte saber. Because the lights on the Ezra light up as well.
I love that Ezra saber, dude. That is like, I mean, that is one of the cleanest sabers also. Yeah. I have the motherboard off right now on this one, but I will be doing a review on my channel for this one, guys. And we're huge EU fans over here. That's what we do at Jar Jar Jargon. So I had to review the saber of Mara Jade, and this is her Emperor's Hand saber. So if you read the books, she uses Luke's blue saber, the New Hope saber. For that one for most of post Return of the Jedi.
Maz Kanata did not have it in her shop for 30 years after
that's right.
Hands of the Emperor found it.
That's right. Mara had it. But hey, and if they brought that into canon, it would actually help that whole thing too. Like when Han is like, I mean, we talk about this all the time, but like Han is like, where'd you get that? Like, if he like recognized it as like, oh, that's Mara's, like, you know what I mean? Like, that'd be cool.
Dude, fuck, now I want that. I want him to say that, like, in, like, not like, I don't want them to add anything to episode 7, but for that line to have the backstory, like, he knows that this is Mara's saber.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I like it. That would be so cool to have, like, lead up to it.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of meaning there behind that saber. I mean, it'd be cool. I'm not saying we need a Luke clone, but
I mean, Alden Ehrenreich said that he's so willing to return as Han Solo. So
I think we're gonna get Han, Leia, and Luke in this movie situation. So Mando movie though. Let's talk about Mando movie a little bit.
Sigourney Weaver joins the cast officially for The Mandalorian and Grogu.
She sure does.
Don't have any information on what character she's playing, but Peli Motto is based off of Ripley from Alien. So she can't be playing.
She wears like the same thing. Yeah.
So she can't she can't be Peli. And she spoilers for the Defenders, so that Netflix Marvel show, like they had Daredevil, Luke Cage, and everyone together.
Mm-hmm.
Sigourney Weaver is one of the villains of that show.
Really?
Yes, she is one of the ones pulling the straight. She's like a female Wilson Fisk, just not as like.
I did not know that.
She doesn't do. Like she doesn't get her hands dirty. She has other people do it for her, type of thing. Where Wilson will take someone's head off with a car door.
Sure. But should you watch Defenders? Because I'm still trying to like get into this whole like street level Marvel thing. Should you watch it like after Daredevil? Should you watch it like between a certain season and another one? How does that work?
So there's actually there's a spreadsheet that I found that has a chronological order for everything. I'll send it to you real quick if I can find it.
I'd be interested in seeing that, man. I love Sigourney Weaver. I love Alien, the OG. I thought she's great in Avatar also. So
yeah, especially in Avatar 2, she's playing her daughter, which you would think they have someone else doing it, but it's actually her.
Yeah, she's like full in mocap and everything. If you see the behind the scenes, it's kind of wild.
So here is this real quick. So how to watch Defenders, so you're not thrown out of a loop, would be to watch Daredevil season 1, Jessica Jones season 1, Daredevil season 2, Luke Cage season 1, Iron Fist season 1, and then the Defenders. Just to get to the Defenders anyway.
Yeah, I actually have it here. I was gonna.
This is what I followed when I showed my wife the shows. This is the exact format I followed.
Here it is. I don't know. I can't make it any bigger, but there it is. Interesting. Okay. Well, I've never watched Jessica Jones. I've never watched Luke Cage or any of that stuff either. So,
and Kristen Ritter is not only going to be in Sonic 3, but she's supposed to be returning for Born Again for season 2 when they start filming next week.
Wow.
So,
I did not realize how interconnected the Netflix shows were. That's actually pretty impressive, considering the time they came out at.
Well, and during season 2 Daredevil, they'll like mention like, there's been this lady Jessica Jones stirring up trouble down in Hell's Kitchen. Like it's just a random line that's in one episode, and it's like, wait, what? And then that's when it leads into like the Defenders. Like it's just like they have random throwaway lines, kind of reminding you like, hey, like these people are
sure. Yeah. So Defenders is limited series, 8 episodes, and Sigourney Weaver is in it. That alone like makes me want to watch it, dude. That's pretty cool.
I enjoy it not as much as Daredevil, just because it like I feel like it doesn't struggle, but it's a little bit more harder for them to maintain their storylines altogether because they're jumping from 4 characters, and each character per episode gets like 15 minutes. But it's like cut up, so like you'll have like 5 minutes here, and then you'll jump to the next character. 5 minutes here, and you'll jump to the next character. So you have to like really pay attention. But besides that, I mean, I think it's great. It could be better though, but
sure, okay. A lot of stuff could be better, but if it's enjoyable, it's enjoyable. So
speaking to for it being interconnected in the first episode, they didn't show it in the first episode of Daredevil. But when Matt gets blinded. In the behind the scenes photos, the truck that's flipped over is a Rand Corporation truck for Danny Rand, Iron Fist. They didn't show that in the first episode for some reason, but in the behind the scenes photos of it, it says Rand Corporation on it.
Interesting.
So they were setting this up way back in 2014. Yeah,
that's cool. That's really cool. So Sigourney Weaver, I mean, so she's a villain in that. You think she's going to be like an Imperial, some sort of like warlord?
Oh, she better be like a Grand Moff somewhere. She better be like an Imperial Moff. I want her to be like Cyril's girlfriend, but on crack, like just be an absolute like just menace to the Republic.
That'd be pretty cool. I would love to see her in like some sort of like super menacing capacity, pulling the strings, maybe even competing against Thrawn a little bit. Maybe she's a former Grand Admiral.
What if she's a member of the Chiss?
That'd be crazy.
I could see her being a member of the Chiss Ascendancy. Like,
I don't think it's impossible. That's just wow. That'd be wild. I don't know if we're gonna get any other Chiss. I don't know. Part of me thinks Thrawn's gonna be the only one for now until maybe post sequel trilogy or something like that. I don't know. It's hard to say.
I still wish that Agent Callus stayed at Chiss.
Yeah,
it would have been so interesting to deal with like him being a coward and Thrawn like because there would be the Empire side of it, and then there would be like the Chiss relationship side of it with Thrawn, where he's like.
I mean, him defecting would have been such a good storyline.
Yeah, insane, dude.
Yeah, that would have been really cool. But Agent Cal is still a good character, you know, at the end of the day. Chiss or not. But you're frozen. Totally frozen. Whoa. We lost him. It's just me now, guys. It's just me.
Sorry,
You're
my
back.
phone crashed for some
You're
reason.
back. We're back. I was like, it's just me now. I guess I'll just continue the 50,000 subscribers special right here. So let's okay, but Sigourney Weaver. So I'm gonna throw out the most insane theory you've ever heard in your entire life about her.
Hey man.
This is probably just wishful thinking more than anything, but this is gonna be, there's a lot of weird things going on at Lucasfilm. We don't know what's happening behind the scenes, obviously. We have no idea what's happening with this movie. We don't know what's coming next. All we know is we're getting Ahsoka season 2, we're getting Andor season 2, and we're getting this movie. After Skeleton Crew, that's all we know. Right?
No. We have Levy's movie. We have Mangold's movie.
We don't know. We don't know anything about Levy's movie.
We know it's his movie and that there's a writer. Like, we know
I
they're
guess
saying
that's
faithful.
better. I guess
like,
that's better than they can say for the Rey movie, which doesn't have a script still.
And for the Mangold movie.
But those don't have release dates. There's nothing definitive about those. That's as real as Rian Johnson's trilogy.
I'd say Sean Levy directing is definitive.
Sean Levy's movie is probably more real than Rian Johnson's trilogy. I'll say that much. But I don't know, man. I'm just saying there's some things going on behind the scenes. They're clearly going to reshuffle things. Now, hear me out for the craziest theory you've ever heard in your entire lifetime. So the first time that the Sigourney Weaver news broke was also when we got a very interesting tweet from Mark Hamill. The same day. Do you remember this?
Yeah. When Mark was tweeting that he's so excited to tell us about something, but he can't tell us anything.
Yeah. He said something about the movie I start filming today will gain significance. Do you remember this?
Mark's full of shit, dude. He's fucking with us.
I know exactly what this, though.
Yes, I know exactly where you're going with this, dude.
The same day, Sigourney Weaver leak that she's gonna be in the Mando movie. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Sigourney, Mark, very similar in age, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sigourney, redhead, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now,
now,
listen up. They have to find a way to continue the Skywalker line because people are not satisfied with Rey Skywalker at the end of the day. They're not.
No.
If you say anything about Rey Skywalker online, everyone's like, she's not a Skywalker.
She's a Palpatine.
Yeah, she's a Palpatine. That's right.
I would even say that too.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I say it. I'm just, I like to be a troll, so to all the Star Wars fans. But yeah, so at the end of the day, I think there's something happening where I do think they're going to continue the Skywalker line. I do think there's going to be a secret Skywalker child. And I do think Sigourney Weaver is Mara Jade. And I do think that she is going to bring this child back to the other galaxy in one of the upcoming movies. But it's going to be like a future look. You know what I mean? So, and if she's in the Mando movie, then this is all obviously out the window, unless they're de-aging her, which we already know they have the tech to do it.
That was my question to it is why would they cast her if we're gonna have a younger Mara Jade?
Sure.
We haven't got the news though. They could have a younger casting I don't know. Have you seen It Ends With Us at all? It just came out.
I haven't seen it. No, I mean I know. What
there's
there's
an actress that plays a younger Blake Lively, and they look identical. They did an amazing job casting her, and I feel like they would have to do that for Sigourney. But I would love to have a flash forward in a time of her and Mark together as older Luke and Mara.
See, and I just think that's happening, but I also think
she's also tall as fuck. So they have to make Luke
I think Mara wasn't short from what we know. She was very athletic or whatever. I just think it's something is off.
5'2". Mara Jade is 5'2".
Really? Wow. Yeah. I never heard how her height.
I just Googled. I was Mara Jade height, and it said 5'2". And Sigourney Weaver is 6 foot.
Okay.
Mark's a short king, dude. That's not.
He is. But I just think something's off here, and especially with his tweet and her like being leaked to be in this movie at the same time. I think it's very possible that they're like, okay, Mark is getting up there in age, like that's no secret.
Yeah.
And she is too, but they need to course correct this story, and they may have filmed scenes with them too ahead of time before Mando started filming. And there's also been leaks that supposedly they filmed critical scenes before Mando started filming. But now we learned that Pedro Pascal is not going to be filming his Mando scenes till after Fantastic Four. So what were these critical scenes that they needed to film?
Tell me. No, you're right on the fucking money, dude.
I think I'm going to be way off, but
no, but like timeline wise, like you're right there. And I would love nothing more for her to be Mara Jade, but I also really want to see her as just this like a sick sadistic imperial warlord.
Oh, I'm all for it. At the end of the day, if she's not playing an older Mara, like I'm not going to be mad at all. That's just like I'm just throwing out the craziest theory I possibly have here.
Well, I'm taking it as the gospel. It better happen. Like
no, Imperial Warlord Sigourney would be so freaking awesome, and I mean, I think it would also. I think the fans would respond to that well too.
It'd also be great if we get like a xenomorph mention, like on a screen in the background,
some sort of like
code name Xeno.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Little Easter egg. I like a little Easter egg here and there. Yeah, so that's my like absolute like maniac theory I have for right now. But there's something fishy going on with Mark and Lucasfilm, and they're being very secretive about the future of Lucasfilm. Something's got to change at Lucasfilm, dude, and I think that's a good way to maybe course correct a little bit.
As we discussed 2 weeks ago, there's no more KK, so
I mean, pretty much
she's there, but she's in the shadows. She's like Palpatine; she's waiting to return, but she won't. But
yeah, she's definitely not in control. Like she wants to be.
The tide is starting to turn now. It's past to like when it happens, and now it's happening. Because those scenes that were filmed for like that we saw from D23 were Brendan Wayne and Lateef.
Right.
Like, and so they're already there filming stuff. And if they were brought in and everything, because they mentioned like critical scenes, they're gonna want to get that de-aging process done as soon as possible. So they're not gonna wait till the end of the shoot to do it. They're gonna do it right away.
I mean, I don't even know if here's the other thing. I don't even know if what they filmed it is for the Mando movie. You know what I mean? Like, I almost think like it's for, let's say, this new Jedi Order movie or something. Let me.
Why would it be a Mando movie news though? Like, why would that be like it's news for Mando movie?
Because I think they used the Mando movie as a cover for this other thing, basically.
I don't know if they would do that. I think more as in like they. Like because like the de-aging process takes a while, and we got a year until the movie, or 2 years until the movie's out. So they want to redefine it to like Book of Boba Fett style as best as possible ahead of time because of how long the process takes. That was kind of my thought behind it.
I think that's possible.
Because I mean, also too, I mean, I don't know how busy Sigourney is, but I feel like their like Mark and Sigourney's time, especially with how expensive Mark was for conventions, like. They're busy doing other things, so they don't have time to like wait around. To do them later on. Like they're already so booked in advance. I feel like maybe more so Mark than Sigourney.
Yeah, Mark is super booked up, man. I don't know. It's interesting. It's just it's something's fishy going on. I also think we're gonna see Boba Fett. I think they're lying to us. I think we're getting a lot of lies out here.
Tem looked way too like. Even though like he talked about it, and he seemed like he didn't seem like sad in the panel. But when he was at his booth and people were asking him. I mean, I couldn't hear like the full thing, and I don't think my wife could either. Yeah. But Tem looked very happy when he was like talking about Boba, and just, I mean, he definitely loves the character, but it just seemed like he was excited for something.
Good.
That isn't like a scoop. That's just me saying like he just seems like I don't know.
He's in good spirits about it.
Which is, I feel like if he was told that he's no longer going to be in this, he wouldn't be in like the best spirits about it, and he wouldn't have signed on last minute to go do Celebrate. I mean, not Celebration, Fan Expo. But at the same time, he could be making $1 million just for that one day he's there. I don't know.
I mean, Mark certainly did.
Mark just paid off his house. Like,
right? That's crazy, man. Binksifer. Is it Binksifer?
Yeah, I believe so.
Hi. Tim Jackson also said Star Wars font A1. Thanks. We like to keep it consistent with the OG trilogy here.
Is there? Might have to change it to the red though for Dave's movie.
Yeah, might have to.
Just like the day before, like whatever we do before his movie comes out, like the episode.
Yeah, when these movies start, when we start getting some actual news on these movies, dude, it's gonna be awesome. I can't wait to. I mean, we are just purely at this point, we are just like pure crazy speculation. Like, have no idea what's actually happening.
Arguably, this is the best time in Star Wars, like in like the fandom, is when nothing is happening.
Right, because it's just the wildest stuff gets talked
Outlaws.
about. Well, but Outlaws, yeah,
but like the greatest theories come about. Like, I didn't even think of the possibility of Sigourney being Mara. I just instantly was like, oh, she's gonna be playing like a version of her character from Defenders. Like she's gonna be like a villain in some way.
I mean, that's probably the most obvious, thing. I just think it was just weird with Mark's tweet and the timing of Sigourney getting leaked as like part of this movie, and they are very close in age. I think Sigourney is also like, I mean, she is one of the greatest like female action stars of all time, in my opinion.
He's like arguably the best, depending on what your cup of tea is.
Right.
I mean, for me, Linda Hamilton though is really close.
Oh, I mean,
we got more time with Sigourney.
I think Sigourney's legacy, right, is just so extensive that, like, I mean, she's one of the greatest, right? That at the end of the day, regardless, that's undisputable. Yeah. So I think it would be cool for her legacy to include, like, she maybe is the older Mara Jade. Maybe this new Jedi Order movie starts with her and her son, I'm going to go with Anakin Skywalker Jr., the second, whatever the hell you want to call him. I mean, because there was an Anakin Solo in Legends, and there was a Ben Skywalker. Now we got a Ben Solo. I think we get an Anakin Skywalker.
Do you think we'd see a Jaina? Do you think they would flip it and have two?
If they have two kids, dude.
Also, Sigourney is 74 and Mark is 72, I believe. Yeah, 72. Okay. So, like you said, they're very close in age.
Yeah.
It could, should, and will work.
Would. It could, should, and would work, but I don't know. Corban says, let's hope we get some more boba tea. Yeah, I want some more boba, man.
If Boba is in the movie, I want his introduction to be like how it was with him when he was slaughtering the Nikto Speed gang. I want Boba just to like come in, just like laying the foot down of like he's the daimyo of Tatooine.
That'd be cool. I also think, and hear me out, I got another, because like that would be sick. I mean, to see, especially like his Mando season 2 entrance, like he's just like, boom, I'm gonna kick some ass.
It'd be cool. Mama.
I would be super in, to him, like maybe Mando's in trouble or something like that, and Boba's like, boom, I'm here, no worries, and he just like cleans shit up. You know what I mean? That would be awesome.
I don't know if you'll see him. When you just said that, I got fucking goosebumps, dude. Like when he said that, like I felt the hair in my arms start like standing up.
Dude, it would be sick. It would be. I mean, if he, like you're saying, if he just showed up and just kicked some ass and like put his foot down, it would be amazing. But I also would love to see maybe Mando seeks him out and goes back to Jabba's palace, and now Jabba's palace is like looking like Return of the Jedi, where it's just like.
Dude,
there's a party going on.
He has like 7 Twi'leks around him.
And he's just chilling, dude. He's just gangster Boba. Like, can you imagine how cool that'd be?
I would love if the Sarlacc pit was open, and then down there was just, like the Sarlacc was just like chilling. I'm not Sarlacc. What am I talking about?
The Rancor was just
like, I would love like for the cage like to be like open and like there'd be like a viewing party. Like you could see like him like down there just fighting people or like eating people. I don't know. I would love for them to incorporate that in some way. Just like we can show like Boba still has his Rancor.
I know that this is see Boba. We have to see the Rancor.
I know this is purely like fan fiction and speculation, but Boba with the Rancor, Din/Bo with the Mythosaur.
Mm-hmm.
What else could we see? Like this big monster going up against something.
Cool.
Like
that'd be so cool. How would he get his? I mean, how would they transport the Rancor?
How would they get the Mythosaur out of? I mean, the Mythosaur isn't a destroy Mandalore when it gets out.
Yeah.
But what threat would cause them to have the need to have the Mythosaur and the Rancor, and my answer is Grand Admiral Thrawn.
Yes, dude, in Dave's movie though. That's like a Dave's movie.
Yeah, that's a Dave's. But also too with that, when we're talking about Mark, John was the one who brought up bringing Luke in to Mando and Boba Fett. That wasn't Dave. That was all John. John loves Luke.
And John knew Luke was like important, to the fans. Yeah,
and John fully just asked about it, knowing that he would get a no, but he got a yes from Dave.
God, John, we need John more than ever to
John loves
Luke
Luke Skywalker, dude.
I know he's one of us.
I know he knows about Mara Jade. I don't know where I saw it. I was scrolling through like shorts, and I saw something about him being asked about Mara Jade. This was like way back in like 2010.
Favreau?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what I saw. Like, it was just the short. I was just scrolling through, and I was just like, oh, like he was talking about like Mara Jade. He was talking about like the character, because he was talking about Iron Man 2 with Scarlett Johansson, and I think that's where maybe it started with her like being fan cast as Mara Jade, because he talked about like working with Scarlett on Iron Man 2.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm hoping we get that. Not Scarlett, but Luke. And Mara.
Luke. Oh, dude, I just want more Luke. Just badass Luke, you know. It's just one of those things. It's like I'll take a Luke animated show. I'll take a Luke anything, dude. We've been like,
I'll take new hallway scenes just on loop, like new different hallway scenes.
Luke going into different hallways and slaughtering everyone. All the Imperials, dude. Oh man,
I haven't gotten anywhere with Outlaws because I haven't gotten spoiled for like who's in it. Like I don't know Luke, Vader, or who else is in it. I would love to have a cutscene somewhere of Luke just in Outlaws, just berating through like a hallway.
Yeah,
like,
is it post Empire, right?
It's in between. Yeah, it's in between Empire and Jedi.
That'd be sick.
I was just in Jabba's palace looking at like Han Solo on the wall.
Oh yeah. You said that's pretty cool.
Yeah, like Tevin Wexley from the sequels is there, like as a younger kid. He's like one of the brokers you get to buy stuff from. It's really cool.
Interesting. Do you think? So back to Mando movie, because I like speculating about it. It's like one of the only things we have to speculate about right now. So do you think Luke is in that movie at all? I mean, do you think?
Oh yeah, why wouldn't he be? Would be my question, because it's Favreau. That's kind
of what I think too.
After seeing like the behind the scenes from Mando season 2 and Book of Boba Fett. Luke is Favreau's baby, like how Ahsoka is Dave's.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And Favreau spoke very highly of Graham for like the Boba BTS. He really likes Graham as Luke.
I mean, he looks like freaking Luke.
Just have him play Luke. Like he even like.
I think the issue is Graham's like 6 foot.
That could work though if you have a 6 foot Mara Jade.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Luke just grew a little bit after Return of the Jedi. Well, it's all good.
A lot of X1, Hugh Jackman, sorry, not Hugh Jackman. James Marsden was on a lift for their scenes, so he'd be standing up at the same height as Logan because Hugh Jackman is 6'3".
Right.
So James Marsden was like on a lift for all of his scenes, and you could never tell.
To be like short,
5'3".
He's supposed to be, in canon, but yeah, I mean, no one's going to dispute Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. Let's go.
But like that's what I'm saying. I'm saying like it could work if they have Mark on like some sort of like podium.
Yeah, for sure. That could definitely work.
I mean, Thor: Love and Thunder was the same way. Like with Jane Foster.
Right,
like,
right.
Like, and behind the scenes, she's on like a treadmill walking beside them, just lifted.
Right. No one's gonna be able to catch something little like that unless they're really thinking about it. So
it'd be so funny though if they have like Sigourney and then Mark like the height wise, like if they don't change it, and it's just like really funny. Like Mara's just way taller than Luke.
So do you think we see Thrawn then, or do you think?
Yeah, because he'd set up Dave's movie. He'd be like the ending setup for it.
So you think it'll be like towards the end? That's not like a Thrawn isn't the villain of the movie though.
I believe we'll be going through the Shadow Collective up until Thrawn. Like we're probably gonna end with Pelion and Mando in some way, whether it's a standoff, him being captured, them talking like how it was for the ending of Ahsoka with Thrawn and Ahsoka. Who knows? But I feel like it'll end with Pelion and the news of Thrawn fully.
Okay, I think you're right. I think, I could see him just kind of clearing out the Shadow Council for the most part, maybe Hux, hides somewhere or whatever. He probably has to. Maybe he dies. Maybe his son's already born. I don't know.
Well, let's just hope that he just gets obliterated in like 3 seconds.
Yeah, I don't really care. I don't care. So, but yes, I think you're right. I think at some point his assignment becomes Pelion, and that's where he uncovers like there's something bigger going on.
Pelion is like the last of the Shadow Collective. The first was Gideon.
Right. Yeah, that'd be a pretty cool premise for a movie, though. Just him like clearing out Imperial warlords.
He's going on bounties for like it's like episode 1 of Mando, just continued
for like 2.5 hours.
Yeah, like just going from bounty to bounty, having to go and get help from Boba or Bo, or even like Dengar, like bring in some bounty hunters that like to help him with it. That we haven't seen on screen.
He put together like a 80s style like bounty hunter like dream team. How cool
like Tombstone, but like with like Dengar, Bosk, like just
it's like Din, Boba, Dengar, Bosk, and freaking I guess Cad Bane's dead, but so that'd be cool though. Wow, that'd be awesome. Corbin says leading into Dark Empire, or is that dead? I must have missed when this came through because I don't know what you're referring to.
Not too sure.
I don't think we're getting a dark. I mean, we already got Palpatine to return. I don't think we're getting a Dark Empire storyline at all.
I feel like it would be like they would be literally just telling us to go fuck ourselves at that point. Like if they're gonna redo the exact storyline again.
Yeah, they're not gonna bring Palpatine back for a third time.
If so, I got some questions about that Sith training he's been doing.
Yeah, I don't know. There's no Dark Empire, and
what was Plagueis smoking for all that time? Like that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. Explain, Corbin. Explain yourself. What other news do we have? I know it was mostly just Mando movie is definitely shooting. Sigourney's definitely in it. She did say in her interview she got to hold Grogu, whatever that means.
I mean, I didn't even know about that one. That's huge.
Oh yeah, dude. There was an interview with her. That's where this like got confirmed, because obviously before it was just a leak. It was just speculation that like, oh, she's in this movie.
Natasha Lee Bordizzo, who played Sabine Wren in Ahsoka, says that Ahsoka season 2 will be filming by summer of next year. We'll start filming. So I'm assuming filming got pushed back.
Well, they were supposed to film in the spring, I understand, but I mean, summer's not too much pushback. That's not horrible.
So I'm saying, like it's if she knows about when they're gonna be filming by, then they're like, yeah. Wait, I don't know if you saw Rosario's growing her hair out, like for the first season she like shaved her head for Ahsoka, but for the season like her hair's like in a ponytail now. So I don't know if it has anything to do with Ahsoka.
I don't know. I wonder if she'll shave her head again.
Also, that means though that we'll get Ahsoka season 2 in 2026. So probably after, like, in between Dave's movie and John's movie. Like John will be first, then Ahsoka, and then Dave. That would be fucking perfect. By the way,
that would be perfect if they can hit within like a full year of like, okay, Mando movie airs, maybe December, because we get that in May. Maybe December we get Ahsoka, and maybe the next December we get Dave's movie. Can you imagine?
Oh, no, I wouldn't want that July to be Dave's movie. I'd want it to be like a 6-month turnaround. Isn't that I feel like if it's an entire year.
That's true. It's possible. I mean, it depends on how well it sets things up, right? Because, I mean, Infinity War, that was a year apart, right? In Endgame?
Yes, but I would say Infinity War would be on a whole different level.
It is.
Like it's uncomparable.
I'm just trying to think, like, okay, are they really going to go like summer to summer? Because I feel like there needs to be
summer, winter,
release.
summer.
Like they need a December release for Star Wars. It's always been like the big thing, like ever since Disney took over. I mean, I know it was summer, prior to that.
What's I'm saying? It'd probably be like John's movie in the summer, and then Ahsoka during the winter, and then the summer would be Dave's movie.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'd be all for it.
I mean, I'm assuming we'd get something in between there, like an animated show or something. But
I mean, for that to happen, it just sounds like Dave's movie would need to start filming like immediately after Ahsoka season 2, though.
I feel like it'd be filming simultaneously with Ahsoka season 2. I feel like they'd be filming back to back. Like they get the Ahsoka stuff done first and have that go editing first, and then instantly start on the movie.
That's a lot of filming too. That's like
or do it all at once and start filming his movie next year, and then like start like film everything there, and then I don't know. I feel like the first thing I said was a lot better.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think they could potentially film back to back, but I just don't know that that's going to. I don't know that that's going to work. Like that's like 8 months of filming, dude, or more.
Endgame and Infinity War are back to back. They started filming in 2016.
Jeez, I didn't know that.
Yeah, because all the leaks for Infinity War, the first leaks that came out, were the actual leaks for Endgame, where you see Captain America in the 2012 suit, Stark in his shield suit. Those were all the first leaks in the set photos with the time gauntlets on their hands, and that was for Endgame, not Infinity War.
That's
those were
crazy.
The first things that started leaking.
Wow.
Well,
maybe they will shoot him like that. Maybe they will film like that. Maybe he's just like, maybe they're gonna prep it that way. I don't know, man. That's pretty interesting.
I mean, I could see them being that ambitious. I could see John being that ambitious because John originally wanted to as well film Iron Man 1 and 2. Like, he was rushed into filming Iron Man 2, but he wanted to give it. At first he wanted to do them back to back, and then he's like, no, give it 2 years so we could further develop the story. And Marvel's like, no, you got 18 months or 16 months.
Right.
So, I feel like if John has, I don't even want to say has the balls. I feel like him and Dave really want to. I don't even know. Like, how do you like? I don't know. Like, how do you?
These movies, you're right. They can't wait a super long time because the hype will die down at the end of the day. Like that's the real issue here with, I think, even with something like Mando season 3, like it did very well, obviously on viewership numbers, which we've talked about, on the last stream, but you can't tell me there wasn't a decline in at least fan reactions and reception in season 3 versus season 2. And I think it's because of the 2-year gap. I mean, 2 years is a long ass time to be waiting.
That's what I'm saying. Like that 2 years, like when Mando started coming out again, I don't think really anyone gave a shit. Like right at first.
Right.
Like so, I think like they need to keep it relevant. So that's what I'm saying. Like 6 to 8 months, like turnaround for each.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
I know that they found out too that not everyone's gonna go and watch other shows because people were confused by why Grogu was back in the first episode of season 1.
Yeah.
Or season 3, sorry. But I think with this, with how big his movie is and what it'll be setting up, it'll take the people from the theater to Disney Plus to watch Ahsoka and for Ahsoka season 2.
Yeah, but the other thing I think about Ahsoka season 2, and this could just be obviously totally wrong as well, but I do think Ahsoka season 2 is going to focus a lot on what's happening in Peridea and not too much on the Thrawn storyline. So I actually think it's possible that there could be people who only see the Mando movie and the Thrawn movie, and they'll still not be like left out. You know what I mean?
Probably because they're going to want to like fill everyone in again, just because half the story was started elsewhere.
Right.
But I feel like the end of season 2, like the end half, will be them making their trek back to our galaxy.
Okay, so you do think that Ahsoka is back for Dave's Heir to the Empire?
I don't know if she'll be back for the full thing. Maybe the latter half of the movie. Like the show, when she gets back at the end of Ahsoka season 2, if she gets back, that'll be like the halfway point. Like that, like in the halfway point in the movie, like Ahsoka will be like that's when she will like make jump back in like to our galaxy.
Sure.
Like I feel like she'll be gone for half of the movie, and then we'll come in and like be our intel for who Thrawn is and everything with Thrawn.
See, I don't think she's coming back.
If she doesn't, I'll be way more happy. Like you already know how I feel about all the Force users currently being available.
Right.
I will be happy if she's just stuck there and that's where she lives out her days. But I feel like Dave wants to have Ahsoka on the big screen.
I mean, I definitely think he wants to. Like, I get what you're saying, but I don't think it works. I just think you're right. Like, there's too many Force users, and bringing her and Sabine back, just like, okay, here comes a few more. You know what I mean? It's like, I think he sent them there for a reason. I think that, she definitely says, like, at the end of the show, like, we're right where we're supposed to be. I think he wants to tell new stories in the new galaxy and not worry about being hamstrung by the sequels.
I would love for that to be the case. Give us stories in this new galaxy and just get away from this shit for a little bit.
And that's why I also think that's another reason I think we're getting a secret Skywalker child that has been sent to this new galaxy as well. And I think that's another reason I think we're going to get some sort of scene where Luke, Mara, and Child are, maybe Luke's temple's being destroyed, whatever's happening, and he's going to tell her where to go with the kid. Take the kid out of the galaxy, basically, because Kylo wants to kill this kid, basically.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And maybe it's a girl, and that's why he says, "What girl?" when like, you know, he learns about Rey. I don't know.
I would love for that, and I was just thinking too, this is just something on the spot I thought of. When Luke dies in Episode 8, and he like just poofs, and we see him as a Force ghost in 9. What if, like, at the end of the movie, like Luke is like, we get like a shot of like Mara being at this new planet with Jaina or Anakin, and we get Force Ghost Luke like walking up beside her, like almost like in Return of the Jedi at the end, but it's Mara looking out at their children like playing, or their children and like growing up and like training their own new order.
Yeah,
and then maybe we get like a teaser like the Vong. I don't know.
Right, because they're in a whole new galaxy. Like, anything can happen there.
This may just be because of me watching a whole bunch of behind the scenes of the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies. But they talked about doing this transition in Spider-Man 2. You're seeing like Tobey Maguire swinging and stuff, but it's all in the reflection of Doc Ock's glasses.
Oh yeah, that's a great.
I would love for that to be like the mothership of the Vong, and that'd be like the Vong commander that's seeing all this.
That'd be crazy.
Or even through like some sort of like binocs, just something of like the Vong and like teasing the Vong.
Well, the Vong have a lot of like biological things, you know, that allow them to communicate with like living organisms on other planets. So yeah, that'd be really cool, man, if there was something like that. I definitely think I personally think that Ahsoka's staying in that other galaxy. I think we're going to get stories in the other galaxy. How long do Ahsoka's species live for? Like 200 and some years, right?
Yeah, I'll look it up real quick. I believe Togrutas are like 200 years. Togruta lifespan. If my Chrome doesn't crash, if I disappear, I don't know why.
Fair enough.
82 to 92 years. However, they can live up to 200 years.
That's
so. Adult is 18 to 54. Middle age is 11 to 74. Old is 75 to 94, and venerable is 95 plus. I'm okay. That lady in Tales of the Jedi that was like the tribal chief,
like the old lady. Yeah.
I guarantee she was pushing 200 years. Like she was up there in age for sure.
Yeah.
Just
so Cad Bane was like a older Ahsoka. I mean, yeah, Cad Bane was like 80 something.
Yeah, he's like for the Duros, he's considered like an elder. Like they aren't supposed to live that long, and he's like he has like 2 years max.
Right.
Okay, I just got a notification for it. Josh Brolin has officially reported been offered the role of Hal Jordan in the DCU Lantern series. Hal Jordan being like the main Lantern. Like there's Jon Stewart, but that like Ryan Reynolds was Hal Jordan. I'm all for Josh Brolin being Hal Jordan.
Josh Brolin, man, he's awesome.
I love, and the picture they have too is Gurney, so like it just makes it.
Yeah, I know. Oh, he's so good, dude.
Like
so good.
Sorry, I just keep seeing like Twitter notifications pop up.
Yeah, you got like the
what's happening right now. But,
all good, dude. I actually have the quote up from Sigourney on her in her interview. She says specifically, "I'm playing a role in the Mandalorian and Grogu." So she does say it's that movie.
Sweet.
She says, "I got to meet Grogu for the first time the other day. I'm filming that before I go to London for the Tempest at the end of the year."
So what are you filming with Grogu right now?
Great question.
But if she's an Imperial Warlord, this, and then you're gonna come back.
If she was an Imperial Warlord,
she captured Grogu. She captured Grogu again.
I can see storyline, dude.
Well, no. I'm not saying the cloning. I'm saying like they surrender themselves, and she takes Grogu. Like they surrender themselves to the Empire in some way.
Okay, but if it's the same exact storyline of Grogu is captured and Luke comes and saves the day, that's gonna be really redundant.
Oh no, I don't want it to be that. I want Grogu to breaks out on his own.
But like, also, why would they care if she is this like super like stern like warlord? Why would she care about capturing Grogu? Wouldn't she just want to kill him?
maybe that's what she plans on doing. I don't know. I just thought of like I would love for it to be like.
I just don't want to retread. Is all I'm saying. I want something new. You know what I mean? Like
I'm so with you. I don't want to retread. I just like, to me that feels like the Imperials have Grogu, because why would all of a sudden now you need to be with Grogu? Because Din doesn't have to be there, right? Like, wouldn't Din be there? Like, I don't think Din's ever gonna let Grogu get out of his sights again.
Oh,
I don't think that's so. Like, if Din is there, Sigourney has to be some sort of rebel or like resistance. Like, I wouldn't say Moff, but like something like, she has to be someone close enough to where she can have access to Grogu like that.
I know, it's very interesting. She got to meet Grogu for the first time the other day. She was very tight-lipped about the character's details, but admitted to playing a fun part in the movie. I'm looking forward to it, she said. I can't say much about it right now, but it's fun to bounce between all these different universes. Yeah, she's in all this. She's in all the sci-fi universes: Avatar, Alien, freaking now Star Wars.
Let's get her in Blade Runner.
I guess Marvel too. I didn't even know that. So let's get her in Blade Runner, dude. There's a Blade Runner TV show coming out. Do you know about that?
I saw reports about it. I didn't know if it was real or not. I didn't send it to you because I was like, I don't want this. I don't want to get you hyped up. And from, they are.
Oh yeah, it's like I think it's Michelle Yeoh. She's in it. Let me see.
Oh, Blade Runner 2099. Okay, yeah, I found it.
That's what it's called.
Michelle Yeoh's in it. Okay, no, I'm down for this.
I do like Michelle Yeoh, so I'd be interested in seeing that.
TV miniseries.
I think Amazon's putting that together.
Yeah, Prime.
Yeah, that could be cool. That could be really cool. I love Blade Runner. Obviously, huge fan.
A great part of this is I don't recognize like half of this cast. I don't recognize over half the cast on IMDb anyway.
Yeah, I don't recognize.
Like, there's some I recognize, but there's some on here like, okay, like I know like with one lady's from Black Panther. Like some of these actors, like I know of them. I just haven't seen them in anything recently.
It's only 6 episodes. Interesting.
Yeah. Let's just say like it's labeled as a TV miniseries, so it's not even like a limited series. Like, it's just like,
yeah, it's like a extended movie.
I just found the plot synopsis. The main character's name is Cora, the Hunter Schaffer character.
Hunter Schafer. Yeah.
Yeah, but that just makes me think of like Rebel Moon. Like, I feel like could this Reddit thread be fake? I don't know. I don't want to be like one of those guys. It's just like it just instantly when I saw that, I'm like, okay, well, that's Rebel Moon. So you guys begun filming. Apparently, she's partnered with Michelle Yeoh's character. That's okay. I'm gonna stop reading. This is cool. Yeah, I'm excited.
That could be cool.
Question is, are they gonna have Harrison?
Look at this guy. Member for 2 months. Whoa.
Let's go. Thank you, Tony.
Tony, what's up? 50,000. Sheesh. Dude, I've been saying the same thing. Crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Unfathomable.
It's like this
okay,
man is blowing up.
I have 50K, but in my mind, I'm still at like 4K. Like to me, Tony's still like a bigger YouTuber, and like Tony is still like.
Tony's got a good following. Tony's got a good following. Yes.
I'm still like a little YouTuber.
Where's your hair? I think I have it. Yeah, I know. I freaking shaved my whole face, dude. Oh, feels so weird.
I got rid of the the beard that I had when I met Tony, and after I shaved it, I was like, I shouldn't have done this.
I don't know. I don't really regret it. This is what I got to live with now. So.
Oh, every time I shave my face, I regret it. My wife tells me every single time, so I'm like, they're thinking about like shaving fully, and she's like, "You're gonna hate it. You just do it every single time." I'm like, "No, I'm not." And like the day after, I'm like, "I hate this."
Feels cleaner. I'm a little fish.
Always a bigger fish.
It's always a bigger fish. That's right. Tony, what's going on? We have just been speculating hardcore on the Mando movie. I feel like we've been doing that for the past like 45 minutes, just like crazy speculation.
Like,
right, and
Sigourney
it'll be
Weaver
so
better
funny.
Be Mara. Like,
There it is. There's the
We
saber.
better see these two together. Like these two sabers better be in a scene together.
Yes, that's the Mara Jade saber. For those who weren't tuned in earlier, and that's the Luke saber. If you don't know that, you probably I don't even know what you're doing here.
If you don't even do that, you need to go rent a VHS player. Like, I don't know if you can find them anymore.
Yeah,
and get a VHS copy of Revenge of the Jedi.
Revenge of the Jedi.
I have seen like I don't know if they're fake, but like the VHS covers of like Revenge of the Jedi instead of Return, and I feel like it's fake. Like
Definitely
somebody
fake,
like
because
made it.
by
Like,
time it was VHS,
it was already
it was
Return.
already returned. Yeah,
But I know like the posters are real. Like the posters for Return of the Revenge of the Jedi is real.
Oh, those are super real. There's only a few like authentic ones in circulation. So I also missed Corbin's other message. Fair point. That was about Dark Empire, by the way. So yeah, it's not happening. They're not bringing Palpatine back again. We're never again. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I don't get me wrong. I love Luke's Dark Empire look, but they should have made a Mara Jade hot toy because it would have made so much more sense now. Like,
well, I mean, I don't even think they have any likeness to like build it off of at this point. Maybe we get one in the future, obviously, but
I mean,
the Dark Empire hot toy, that was a sick.
It is sick.
Yeah,
I always forget her name, but the Mara Jade model that they had for the book.
Shannon McRandall. This was the saber that she was holding in the
picture.
Yeah. This is what they based it off of. So yeah, Shannon McRandall was the stand-in Mara Jade for the card game, but
they can still do that though. No, like you're telling me that they couldn't take the card picture and just make that into a bust.
I mean, Hot Toys certainly could. They can do anything.
That's what I'm saying. Like
those
they
are
have they have the power of the sun in the palm of their hand.
Like, I want them to do more Legends because they gave us Revan. We're getting Thrawn.
I won't say Star Killer because we didn't get Hot Toys Star Killer. We got the Black Series Star Killer.
Series, but Hot Toys did Revan, Dark Empire Luke, and we're getting Thrawn. Obviously, they haven't done Joris. Hot Toys has not done Joris.
Wait, what was the one? Was that also Black?
That was also Black Series. I did get that. Yeah, that's sitting at my house right now in the box. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
I don't know, dude. It's got delivered while I'm gone. So, yeah, had to get that. Any of the Legends like figures, I support it because I want them to make more. So yeah. Oh, he's frozen again. Once again, it's just me, and he's back.
I gotta figure out what's going on with my Chrome. Like, I'll open up a tab and it'll just crash my Chrome.
Use a different browser.
But I've never had
you're
an
on
issue
stream.
like this.
I don't.
Like, it's not even on stream. Like when I was messaging you earlier trying to get everything set up, this was just happening. Like, so like it. I gotta figure out what's up with my Chrome. It's definitely my computer. I know Tony will say it, but ever since I downloaded Outlaws, I've had PC issues. Like I can't record it, I can't stream it.
Tony's like the number one
fun playing it.
Like hater online.
But like,
I always I'm seeing all of his stuff. Like he's just.
Once I finish the game, I'll probably uninstall it just so that I can see if my computer will go back to normal.
Yeah, I haven't played it yet, but I'll probably play it on console, obviously. So Xbox when I do play it. I didn't know you were playing. So you're playing on PC then? You're not playing.
Yeah, and I have like I don't want to like toot my own horn, but I have like a beast of a computer. Like I can run pretty much any game at max settings and still get over 120 FPS. So I shouldn't have any issue with Outlaws and streaming it at all.
Right.
But for some reason I am.
Well, it's because it's built by Ubisoft, as Tony says. I mean, look, Ubisoft does suck as a company. They've sucked for years. Though.
Ubisoft has sucked after like the first 3 years of Siege being out. That's when they like really fell off, I feel like. When they canceled Battlefront 2, that was like when they finished, when they decided they weren't going to add in the Ahsoka and Ventress content that they were going to continue with.
That was EA though.
Yeah, but EA owned it. Ubisoft owned one of the companies owned each other at the time, I believe.
I thought they were totally separate. I don't really know, but I'm not huge into I'm not huge into like the gaming situation like that. I like playing like older stuff mostly, so I just
that's fair.
I try to play I played like Fallen Order obviously and stuff like that, but I don't really like
buy
also Respawn new games that come out. Yeah, but it's EA still. EA is owned by Respawn, or Respawn is owned by EA then, right? Because EA had the blanket like license for all those years.
That's also
and
true,
now they
but
don't.
I feel like, but I mean, you're right. I just feel like where it's like, well, like the Kathleen Kennedy thing, like where there's like too many cooks in the kitchen, like this is their own thing. Like, yes, it's owned by EA, but this is their own thing. Like Square, like
that may be. I don't, like I said, I don't really
like
know.
Square Enix made the Avengers game, which was horrible, but they made the Guardians of the Galaxy game, which was incredible. And after like a year apart, so like
never played either. Wouldn't know. Wouldn't know. To be honest, I'm like Tony here. He's sticking a Pokemon Red on Game Boy. I love it, dude. Have you played? It's like the Let's Go Pikachu on Switch, which is essentially yellow version, but it's like just updated graphics. Because I love that game. It's just like you get the bits of nostalgia, but it's also like updated, so it's sick.
I mean, I know that I'm gonna get flamed by the both of you, but I never played Pokemon growing up.
You're too young. You're too young. I don't know what to tell you, man.
It's the same thing with like Magic. Like when I used to go to the Boys and Girls Club when I was younger, like people were playing Magic and were doing stuff with Pokemon, but I never got into it. Like it was still like Blades and shit.
Blades,
like
Beyblades or whatever they are. Yeah. Pokemon, dude. I mean, I was right in the height of it when I was a kid. You know, I mean, our school like banned Pokemon cards when I was a child because it was people were like gambling, you know, trading their damn Pokemon cards at recess. Like it was wild. I loved it, man. And I'm with you. I loved Let's Go Pikachu because it is just yellow version with updated like mechanics and graphics, and it is so much freaking fun. I guess I just on the game side I just kind of stick to like, I mean I play some games online with some friends, but even the games I play, it's like Call of Duty or like PUBG, like stuff that's been out for years.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Like every couple months, like I still reinstall PUBG and I'll play like for like 2 hours or like I used to play Call of Duty a ton, and after MW2, like the re-release and MW, I didn't play MW3 at all, the re-release, but after MW2, because I paid for the most expensive version for like the pre-order, and it was horrible at launch. Like I couldn't even like open up anything on my computer to play it, so I was just like, I'm not playing this game, and I stopped playing Call of Duty after that. But I think for Black Ops 6, I might have to pre-order it again. Or just play it.
Because I mean, Modern Warfare 2 was awesome on console when it relaunched around COVID. We played that like crazy.
I would say like around like season 2 and season 3 when I came back, it was fun. Like it was nice playing it. But like, this should have been here on launch.
I mean, that seems like the story these days with a lot of these huge developers, dude. It's just like nothing's ready. You got the Cyberpunk game. You got.
I mean, what it take?
I mean, let's be honest. Outlaws has definitely some. I mean, from what I've seen, has some serious issues here and there. So.
Dude, per time that I play, I have to like restart my session at least once, because like I'll get off my speeder and it'll in the animation it'll like throw me into like an oil drum or like whatever's next to it. It'll like throw me and clip me into the object and I can't move.
And you're stuck, yeah.
Or like Jabba like won't load, so there's like I can hear him talking, I can see Bib Fortuna, but I can't see Jabba. like, so like
it's too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like gambling. It really was, man. So do you have any like of your Pokemon cards still? Because this is a horrible, horrible story, but I had an amazing book of Pokemon cards and I sold it for like $50 at a garage sale when it was like I mean, you know, the phrase like, you know, buy low, sell high. I did the exact opposite with Pokemon, basically. I mean, I bought it like normal prices like every other kid, but I sold at the lowest possible point. If I would have held on to all those, God damn. I mean, would have been great.
That's what I'm saying. Like with all these Funkos, like I'm not like we might get rid of some with like a couple duplicates, but I'm never getting rid of these until like this Charlie Cox one that's signed. I'm never getting rid of when I get this Gambit one, because I'm gonna get this Gambit one signed by the voice actor from '97, and I have another Gambit one that's coming that has like all the like kinetic energy moving around him, and that one I have to sign by Channing.
Sure.
Like those ones I'm never gonna get rid of. This Punisher chase with Daredevil's head, John Barnthel's gonna sign that, and there's some that I'm never getting rid of, but this is my retirement fund.
I hope it works out, man. This stuff is like super hit or miss, you know. I mean, it's crazy because there's some Star Wars toys that, a lot of people went crazy with the 90s, like Power of the Force stuff, and like that stuff's worth nothing. But some of that stuff,
Master Replicas.
Master Replica is worth ton of money. Not only that, but like some of the vintage collection stuff, like the original. I'm not saying like the 3.75 inch line is what I'm saying. That stuff, like the play sets, the
Kenner sets too.
Oh my god, dude, they're worth so much. It's crazy. Or obviously Star Wars Legos, which are unbelievably, dude, the UCS original costs? Death Star, original Death Star, the Boba shuttle. Oh, the Boba Cloud City.
Yeah.
Dude, there's some serious money in Star Wars Legos.
I got Ricky talking about it one day, and he was like, Ricky was like, dude, don't get me started because I won't be able to stop. So I was just like,
because he's a big pop collector, right?
I don't know. For Funkos, I guess I was like, I have around 200. He's like, I think I have 200 just like in this area. He's like they're out like spilling into the hallway and stuff.
Oh my gosh. I'm not collecting like that. I like, I like I said, I pretty much buy all the Legends stuff that comes out because I want to have it just in, maybe that's just my own nostalgia because I'm a 90s kid, but
I have something to show you that I think you'll like. I'm going to grab it real quick.
Yeah, for sure. I'm hanging out and, there's still a few here. We have been on for an hour, so we probably won't be streaming too much longer, but I do appreciate everyone jumping in today. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, what are you guys most excited for? Skeleton Crew, Mando movie, Andor. Andor's gonna be cool. I know Tony's not excited about it, but it's gonna be better than season 1. It's got to be. It's got to be more exciting at least.
All right, so I gotta finish the set of these, but I have these two.
Is that the Vader concept art?
Yeah, it is.
Okay,
the concept, and they have like
they made a Black Series of that too.
Yeah, like this Han Solo is like one of my favorites, but I want to get the full set of everyone.
What is that? Is that a concept art Han Solo?
Yeah, this is the Han Solo concept art when he had a lightsaber.
Wow, that's cool.
Which at this point, this was Anakin. Yeah, this is Anakin Starkiller. Technically, this is Anakin Starkiller. I don't know if you read the comic book line where they did like the
they did the OG like story. Yeah.
I mean, Yoda looks terrible here. I don't even know if it'll focus.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, like this is something that's like I'll never get rid of the set once I get it fully completed.
Corbin says that Vader is badass, and I gotta agree. That's pretty cool. Yeah, damn, that's a cool find, man. I did ask everyone what are you most excited for, and Rambo says 100% Andor.
Right there with you.
I mean, I'm personally Mando movie. I think is going to be my number one, but Andor is going to be. I do think it's going to be huge. I think it's going to be very popular also because of all the word of mouth from success of season 1. Tony says Ahsoka season 2. That's a great pick.
Yeah, great one.
I mean, Thrawn is back, dude. There's gonna be so much happening. We talked about it a little bit earlier in the stream. You probably missed it, but part of me thinks that a lot of it's going to take place in this other galaxy, which is cool as long as they continue the Balin storyline somehow.
Just recast with Drop Butler.
I hope they recast. Yeah, there was like some sort of rumor going around that they were going to like recast a younger guy, and then that they were gonna like have, when he enters the War Between Worlds or with the mother or whatever, he's gonna like
be his younger self again.
Yeah, like get to be his younger self again or something.
That would be cool, but what would they do for older Balin though? Like, he still has to get there. Like,
right?
He still has to get off that finger when it's pointing. So like he can't.
I mean, we could open this. I mean, we could open the season and he's just like walking in. Maybe we just get like a short clip of him. Maybe it's like deep faked or something. Who knows? I mean, they have the tech to do whatever they want to do these days. So it's like,
as long as he stays in the World Between Worlds, if he comes out of it in like the Peridea timeline, but as a younger Balin, that's why I'd be like, just recast with Dry Butler. Don't like.
I hope they recast. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm actually hyped for season 2 of Andor. Whoa!
I was just about to say, like before we got to this message, I was saying I would love if Tony said that he was like excited for Andor season 2.
He's hyped.
He's changed a new leaf. He's come into the fold.
How can you not be hyped though? Like that's the Mon Mothma storyline is happening in live action.
from D23.
Yeah, that was cool. Really cool. And he says he won't watch season 1 again. Nope.
Even the last two episodes.
Dude, like the last 6 episodes were really good. I mean, I could understand the first.
I would say like
slow.
The episode after, like the second episode of the prison arc. I would say like from there on is like where it's like,
yeah, the prison arc
really hits
forward. Yeah, that's for me. I'm like, damn, that show is crazy from the prison arc on.
One way.
Oh, dude, I love that episode. Hey, says, but yeah. I think we have a lot coming up, and I just can't wait to continue speculating about like everything, like the movies and all that shit, dude, because we know nothing about anything at this point in time. We don't even know anything about Skeleton Crew besides there's pirates.
I'm hoping with Star Wars Outlaws bringing in Hondo for like season 1, I really hope they incorporate Skeleton Crew in some way. At least like give us little hints to it before it comes out. I feel like that's the perfect way for them to promote it. Like not really like cool. Like mainstream, but just like have an event or something.
Sure. No, there should be more like tie-ins like that. I mean, that's a better event than a Fortnite event, right?
Oh, I would 100% like I would take that over a Fortnite event.
Yeah, exactly.
One thing we do know though, as of an hour ago, a new behind-the-scenes photo of Peacemaker season 2. So they're currently filming Peacemaker season 2.
Yeah, I heard they were filming that. Yeah.
So I know it was supposed to be filmed after this, but I didn't know that they started filming already. So that means Superman is fully done filming with everything. So I thought they were doing reshoots, but I guess not.
Well, I don't know, but from my understanding, they were filming it. But here's a question for you about. Let's talk about DC for a second. We never talk about DC. I feel like we always talk about Marvel and Star Wars, obviously, but
might change.
That might change. James Gunn, the Superman movie, Legacy or whatever it's called. I don't know. Maybe it's just called Superman.
It's just called Superman now. It was Legacy.
So so it's a fresh reboot. Obviously, Snyderverse is over. Now, do you think this is going to be successful? Do you think it's going to be Marvel successful? Do you think it's not going to be? I mean, I think James Gunn's pretty solid. Typically,
I think at first it won't be Marvel. But after first like couple 3 or 4 like good projects, movies and shows together, like this first slate of what James has coming out, I think along with having Elseworlds for the Batman and that series, I think is the perfect move to go with it. And I think over time they will come to be like this.
Sure.
But I think for the next 5 years it'll still be Marvel here because we're going into Secret Wars.
Right.
DC won't be able to top that with the first Superman movie.
Yeah. That's my other question then. If the Superman movie, like let's say it totally flops, I'm talking like, it's probably it's probably carrying a 200 million plus budget.
I would say I'm thinking it'd probably be closer to 4 because they have so many characters, and I've seen people getting upset on Twitter about it. Like they want a Superman movie to be a Superman movie, not setting up other projects, which this is not. From the set photos, they all have the Max Lord logo, which was played by Pedro Pascal in Wonder Woman 2, 1984. They're all working for his corporation. Their suits all have that logo, so I think that like they're sent after Superman. So they're not setting them up; they're already established.
Yeah, we're kind of just jumping into what's happening already.
Yeah, right into the middle of it. Like these characters are already here; they're established. We don't need to give them movies and stuff.
Yeah, and I don't think that's a bad approach, honestly.
I don't either.
You don't have to build up movies for 20 years like Marvel did.
If they were to redo the MCU, that's how they should do it, with the mutants, the Inhumans, everyone.
Yeah, I like that idea actually a lot.
All together.
But okay, so it's carrying a massive budget, right? Let's say it flops. I mean, even if it makes 500 million, if it's carrying $400 million budget,
it's going to make $1 billion too.
That's a loss. So a significant loss. So do you think it like just continues? Do you think James Gunn just still has like carte blanche to just do whatever the hell he wants, or do you think there's like the studio?
He's the CEO with Peter Safran.
I understand.
No one's going to check them.
Maybe I mean, like Warner Brothers. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I think Warner Bros is staying out of it. They're like being like, you guys have this. Like, this is your thing.
Everyone is staying out of it until someone loses $300 million, dude. Everyone's staying out of it until
ask Leslie Headland what happened.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like, you think Iger's not pulling the strings about Acolyte and?
Oh no, he definitely did.
Dude, he's like, I'm stepping in. This is we've had enough. Freaking Indiana Jones, huge flop, massive financial losses. Acolyte, huge flop. You don't think he's not stepping in and being like, we gotta make some.
I mean, if he's cutting down the Marvel shows because of losses, he's gonna do the same thing with Star Wars.
Yeah.
So to fully answer your question, if it flops, they might have to sell DC again.
That's what I think is possible.
They might have to sell it again. Just because I feel like if it flops, there is no rebooting it a third time.
I agree.
You get, I feel like with each property, you get one do-over.
It feels like this is like them putting all the eggs in one basket. Like they're ready. This is it. This is their go. Like it's time to make it work. And if it doesn't work, I just don't see it like continuing at all.
I mean, I would even say Guardians 3 was almost kind of like the trailer to it, because I feel like James was testing stuff for Superman in that movie. All the camera work with Adam Warlock when he's flying, when it's like the head cam, like he's testing this stuff for the Superman movie, and we're just getting a little glimpse of it like now. So
yeah, Guardians 3 was good.
Dude, Guardians 3 is so underrated. I put a poll about it, and I don't think really hardly anybody like talked about it. Guardians 3 is a great, like, any single time I hear Dog Days, I still get like emotional.
I know,
just because like the first week after the movie came out, I was a wreck, dude.
Yeah, I love that ending, man.
Dude,
it is great. Corbin says, "Not gonna lie, I never gave Andor a shot." You should. You definitely should, even though it sucks balls.
Don't listen to the haters. I would just say, go into everything with a fresh mindset. Don't let others' opinions form your own. And if you don't like it after one viewing all the way through, then don't watch it again. But
no, definitely don't if you don't like it all the way through. But I think in Andor's case, it's different because you definitely have to like really sit through 6 episodes before you're going to be like, oh, I get who the characters are. I like these characters. Because if you just watch 3 episodes, you're going to be like, this is slow and boring.
You have to give it time. It's like Daredevil. It's like literally like Netflix Daredevil. You have to give it time because it'll start rolling and it won't stop.
Yeah. That's the way I see it. Gonna binge it with the ladies.
Best way to do it. That's what I do with my wife.
Yeah, binge
Couldn't be happier.
Hondo.
Dude,
we're getting Hondo.
We gotta find out some way to reach out to like Jim Cummings and just get him to talk to him for like 10 minutes and an interview or something about like Hondo, because he said Hondo is one of his favorite characters that he gets the voice. There's like the Winnie the Pooh characters, but Hondo is one of his favorite characters that he gets the voice.
I would love us to do some interviews on here. You know, I tried to get Timothy's on, and I guess he's very busy right now, which is fine. You know, when he starts releasing another book, I'm sure he'll do the circuit again, and we'll be able to get him. He'll do some podcasts, so we'll hopefully get him at that point in time.
I'm hoping with the 50K that we can at least use that as leverage in some way, just to like bring in more people like to interview. Like,
yeah. We just need to discuss who we want to interview more than anything, I think, at this point in time.
That's true too. I mean, I don't know if you'd be up for it. I don't know if you'd be up for it, but I debated reaching out to Josh from Dead and Nerds just to talk about like one day, like if we have like a Marvel stream, like for like Secret Wars, like
he's a big Marvel guy. I know you guys would definitely hit it off, for sure.
But I would love to have like Legends people like Zahn. Like I would love to I don't even know if I would talk. I just want to listen to him talk and you ask the questions.
I would love to hear him talk, man. I would love to just hear some of the, you know, his like character creation, and he had plans for his like kind of storyline with Outbound Flight. I'd love to know where that was headed, because it was obviously the Vong kind of became the storyline, but I think I'd love to know what his ideas were and how close the Vong War was to it and stuff like that. That'd be really cool. I hope we get to talk to him someday. I would love to get some other Legends writers on here or something like that. That'd be cool.
Luceno. I would love. We'd have to ask him to act like questions. Be like, so.
Yeah, he probably can't even touch that, man. He probably can't even say a word.
So is Tenebris dead before this or after this?
He's gonna be like, I don't know. I don't have anything to do with that. Yeah, that'd be cool. We should talk about that offline and try to set something up. So that'd be cool. And I think you're at 50K, man. We got the poll. It's okay. Make it happen.
This is where the fun begins.
That's right. I am I think we're good to go ahead and call it.
I'll say it's dead. I wish I could just
I know, mine is too. It's got these. This is actually the button too, and these light up. It's dude,
that's the activation.
Yes, it's right here.
I love that so the bottom button is the auxiliary and the top one is the activation. But in Jedi, when Luke turns off his saber, he touches like the top of the control box. So I was able to get my finger around where I could touch it and turn it off at the same time. But I love just the twist, the gesture controls.
I
love just being able to just twist it on.
That is kind of cool. Yeah. Marvel and Star Wars is life. I'm stoked to see what you guys do. Thanks, Corbin.
Me as well. Cannot wait.
Appreciate the all the support, dude. And guys, like I said early in the stream, we are working on a Dark Force Rising trailer, which is we're gonna have it done by the end of the year. That is the goal, and we're getting closer and closer. So
should the goal release date be Christmas?
Yes, the goal release date would be around Christmas or New Year's for sure. Yes, absolutely. Right on. All right, man.
Clark will be happy.
Yes, Clark will be very happy. He posted something hilarious, the anime theme song in the Discord. I don't know if you saw that.
I listened to it. I was just like,
that is so funny.
I was trying to picture it. I'm like, I can see this, but it would be so like different.
Well, yeah, but it was like so anime. Like, if you ever watch like traditional Japanese anime, they always have like these crazy like.
It kind of reminded me of the Trigon intro.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh, Steve Bloom would be a great one to have too.
Oh, Steve Bloom would be cool.
Asking me like, so how much are we gonna see?
I mean, yeah, he's doing the movie, dude. He's probably a busy man right now.
Well, he's on Hawaii time, so we'd have to figure that out too.
He lives in Hawaii?
Yeah, he moved to Hawaii. He does all of his voice work in Hawaii.
That's crazy. You think he's just voicing it in? You think?
100%. He's just voicing it and then sending it over. That's what Lars did for the first season of Rebels that he was in for season 3. He recorded all of his lines in the Europe and just sent them over.
He's not mocapping at all for that? You don't think?
No. From the Rebels behind the scenes, they were directing him, but there was like a delay, and Matt Wood came in like 5 minutes and figured out how to like have no delay on the recording. So they were no, well,
that's animation though. I'm talking specifically about Mando movie. I mean, that's live action. Is he mocap? You don't think he's mocapping?
I don't think Steve is mocapping. I mean, I would love for him to be. I feel like they have someone like Andre who played Colossus in Deadpool 1. They have someone who's tall for the reference.
Sure.
And he's probably delivering the lines on set, but I feel like Steve is just doing the voice because his voice in Mando season 3 and the trailer, obviously you're seeing it from a theater, so it's different. But from the voice in Mando season 3, it sounds like he's recording from a recording booth. Like it just sounds very like when people talk when they're like in that scene when Carson Teva is talking.
Sure,
he sounds like he's in a different room than Zeb. Like you can tell there's a slight difference.
I'll have to watch that back. Yeah, I'll have to watch it back.
At least to me, I could be talking on my ass. I
listen to things with headphones a lot. I'll be able to tell if it was recorded elsewhere because they do a lot of the mixing is good, but it's never perfect.
That's what I'm saying. Like I feel like there's enough there where you can it feels different, but you wouldn't know it if you were just watching it.
Sure, I'll have to check that out. What the? I'm not sure what this means, dude. My manager to be in things like this. I can't tell you the name of movie, but you will see it that want me to promote it by showing my face. Are you saying you want to come on stream? Or you say I'm not understanding exactly?
I'm just understanding either.
Are you in a movie? What's the movie? Are you in the Mando movie? You here to spill all the secrets?
You an extra? What are they paying you?
Yeah,
I'll double it. I'll double it to spill the leaks.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's adjourn. Let's get out of here, man. And till next time, may the force be with you guys as always. And thanks for joining the stream.